remember the time when the biggest problem in our life is just to complete your homework before cartoon time. Now it is career choices and emotional stability. How far we have come whole teenage year and how beautiful that time was, even though it was one of the most traumatic and transformative experience of my life, but that also shapes my entire life. So in this video, we are going to discuss about few of the things that I wish, and these are the things that I would like to tell my younger self, and I thought this would help you because these are now have become my life lessons. So make sure you listen to them carefully. The first thing that I wish someone told me that time that actually wastes a lot of my time, because the girl I am today, it is far different than who I was in the starting. And honestly speaking, I was like, I never share these things, but I am the person who's like so excited to become a teenager. I always heard like those American TV serials, like everything is so glittery, sparkly, and it feels like a fairy tale, but somehow it's not. It looks like completely different from how it actually looked. But there are so many things that I want to happen to me, but it didn't. So at the end, now I just wanted to tell, if I could meet my younger self, I just wanted to tell, like, girls, sometimes things may not go as you plan, or life may not go as you want, but it's not something bad about it, or it's not because you couldn't. It's just God. It's just her way of realigning you with the things that you actually need. Because now I just realized that I'm so blessed that those things doesn't happen with me, because I know that I deserve something better, and I serve a very high purpose. So that is the reason why those things doesn't happen to me. So if something is not happening with you, and if your life is not going the way you want, if you didn't get the thing that you want, maybe you deserve things. You deserve better. Whether it is the person, whether it is the life, whether it is something that you want to have. If you didn't have it, it's just her realigning you with something that you actually need as a person. And you will realize this eventually. I know that was hard. The time we didn't get it, we feel so depressed, especially in our teenagers. We were like, why couldn't I get it? It's because you deserve better. It's because you want to have, it's because you need something better and you are deserving of this better thing, so you will get that. It's something that I regret. Yes, I regret this to enjoy. I know like everyone talk about like enjoy your life. I feel that is so true. Like we all remember the time as a child when we say we want to grow up, and now as we grown up, we felt like why? That's exactly what happens with me, because I thought I was like so stressed in my teenage, because there are so many ups and downs that I'm facing in my physical as well as mental and emotional level. So there are so many things. But apart from this, even when my life is like kind of stable, because we are learning, we started to take so much stress about the smallest thing. What will people think about me, if they like me or not, if this or that and that. Calm down and live. Trust me, live in this moment, because you're never going to be this young again. You're never going to be 13, 14 or 15 again. I just realized that when I'm 15, my life was so free. I don't need to be that serious that I used to be. That seriousness should come when I'm like now my life, when I have to choose my career, when I have to do so many things, when I have so many responsibilities, not in that time. So I just want to tell you that if you are in this age, enjoy it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't focus on your career. You should focus on your studies, you should focus on your career. Make sure that you're happy with what you're doing and you're enjoying. So you romanticize your life and you have some time for yourself when you're not thinking about the works or the careers or the goals you have, but you are thinking about your own happiness. And in that time, no future and no past should be allowed. It's only you and your present, because in every moment we are living a beautiful life. Okay, there are so many things that we should be grateful for. So be grateful for the life and live in that present moment, because you're never gonna get that, and you will regret once the moment is past. Is something that I have no idea about. I wish I take care of myself the way I do now. For my mental health, my emotional health. I was just always thinking about future, so stressed, school, exams, assignment. Yes, I do have all those things now, because I have assignments, I have other things, I have career choices, but I make sure that now I get some time for myself, right? Because mental health, and trust me when I say it, your mental health, your emotional health, how you're feeling from the inside matters more than how much you earn. To me, it matters more than how much you earn, and especially in your teenage, because I know you are half depressed. I have spent my starting early teenage in like being very depressed, and I don't know why I'm depressed. I just feel so much overwhelmed, I'm burnout, and I just realized now as I'm healing that it's because of how my child had so much stress. And I thought because of that's the time when we have the major changes in our life, we start to feel so care of ourselves so much. So make sure that you develop those small habits in yourself, that you take care of yourself and you make yourself a priority. One thing I know was something that might sound like that was another life coach, but it's my personal experience. So honestly speaking, in teenage, I was, as I said, that I'm started to feel so depressed, but there are so many things that is happening with me that actually in the time when it was hard for you to even survive, and how not to give up on yourself. Because sometimes when you thought that your life is ending, it's the time when everything is shifting for you in your favor, and sometimes you have to lose everything in order to get everything. So that's the skill that I have now, that I can smile in the hardest of the time. Because even though the time was hard, it's not that smile can solve the problem, but it just gives you the power to handle that. So that's also the reason why a lot of people tell me how you're always so chill and you never felt like you have any problem. Because I never show you. I have problems, but I just take care of my problem at my own. I just solve them on my own. I just don't tell anyone, and I just smile. So I think smiling is a good thing that you can learn, but that does not mean that you avoid your problem. You also have to solve them, but learn to smile, even at the hard. The next thing is, honestly, my biggest fear is to being alone and not have anyone by my side. But now, as a person who can do anything on her own and who love all by my side, have no friends, have no favorite cousin, have no one who I can share my feelings with, but just being myself, being my true self, and just having the best relationship I could ever have. I could ever have with myself and with God. That's it. That's all. That's all I ever needed. I know that was so hard, I guess, and I sometimes also feel like being alone was not at all good. It was not. Sometimes when my emotions are taking over my life, I just started to feel like I need someone to have a conversation with. I want to discuss. So that time I just realized that it's fine to stay by your own self and have the best relationship with yourself, because it's hard, but you have to learn it. Because I guess if you are in college and if you're going to be in your college next year or somewhere around, you will feel that how lonely it was to be in college. I don't know, maybe it's only me who could make good friends, or maybe the problem is those people, but I just can't. So you have to learn how to stay alone and just enjoy your own company. At first, it was the most devastating thing that I have ever experienced, but now it was one of my biggest I have learned in my teenage. But I bet you these are not enough. There are so many more things that I actually want to talk about. And comment down if you want another part of this video, that I will cover out more lessons if you want to. Also, if you are someone who is turning into an adult now, or maybe you'll become a teenager, I just want to tell you, be ready. I feel you, I've been there,